what is up? Oh my gosh, we are doing another sit down video. I have been just really like, I don't know if it's because like I know I'm about to have a baby soon and I just feel like, you know, everything obviously changes when you have a baby and I won't have time to like do sit down videos like this. Like everything changes, right? Once you have the baby, everything changes. So in my head, I'm just thinking like, okay, let me just get, you know, all the videos I can get done before the baby comes because then everything changes. And like, obviously I'll still want to make videos and stuff like that, but I just don't even know how I'm going to feel. Like the time, the energy, like I don't know about all that. So for now, I'm in this mindset of like, okay, last few months before the baby comes, like get all the videos done. Like, again, not that I wouldn't be like filming videos after baby, but like everything's just gonna change. I just don't feel like, I don't know if I'm gonna be sitting down and be like, well, ask me anything on Instagram. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. And it's kind of scary, but it's just exciting more so. I'm really not scared of anything. Like I thought I would be, like commitment, all that stuff, like, you know what I mean? But it's actually like the opposite. I really just feel like my life is like about to like just begin basically. So it's almost like I'm this old life that I know of, like getting glam, ask me questions on Instagram. Not that like, you know, a baby comes and your life is gone, but I just know my mindset will be so different. So I'm in this mindset now of like, yeah, I'm pregnant and I like freaking love being pregnant. I can't wait for my baby to be here. But it just feels like, okay, Trish, get this all out of your system, I guess. I don't know, that doesn't make sense. I guess it's like when people go out and party before they have a baby or something. I don't know, it's kind of the equivalent. I don't know. I just feel very like, I'm in this space now, just like clearing everything out and cleaning and cooking and just like making sure everything's perfect, and we're making sure our nursery is perfect before we show that. And yeah, everything's like coming together. It's just like, I don't know, there's just a lot happening. So I thought, why not just do a good old-fashioned Q&A? Because like, I've done these now for like literally like 10 years. People just do these. And I used to always dog on people for doing Q&As like years ago. I was like, wow, you really just ran out of content doing Q&A. And I get it. I totally get it. Because here's the thing, like I wanted to film today. Like I looked really pretty and I was like, I want to film today. But like, you don't know what to film. Like I didn't know what to film. Because my life really is just very simple these days. Like I have a very simple life and I love it. Like I have like 2 days a week where I do like filming. I have an ASMR channel, which I love. It's like my whole inspiration and creativity right now, and I love it. Obviously preparing for baby and, but just like, you know, just being around the house and like going out for lunches with my husband. And it's just very simple. And like, yeah, there's other stuff I'm working on. Like there's a new podcast I'm trying to do and a new little like clothing business I'm trying to do and stuff. And you know, I want it all to happen, but I'm not like pushing it and forcing it. It's kind of like, when it happens, you know what I mean? I'm putting out the emails, but I'm not like, I used to be so like, I need this done by Friday, and if it's not, we're finding someone else and blah, blah, blah. Like I should just be like on it, and like music videos, and I need to do this, and okay, the income, you know, all this stuff like that. It's just like, I don't know, it's kind of nice to just be relaxed. And yeah, a lot of my days are very, very simple, and I love it. And I'm fortunate that I do get to work from home and, you know, make TikToks for a living, make YouTube videos for a living, you know, just on all platforms, OF, you know, all that stuff like that. People are still always shocked that like I post sexy photos to promote my OF, and I'm like, I'm gonna be a mom, but it doesn't mean I'm like, you know, not feeling anything. Like, you know, I'm like, just gonna, like, what are you supposed to be? Like, you're just supposed to be like I'm trying to think of something not offensive. I was gonna say be a Mormon, but like be a, I don't know, what are you supposed to do? Like just be a Virgin Mary? I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's like, how do you think I got pregnant in the first place? You know what I mean? I don't know. People are always shocked. I think people are always shocked that I'm a sex worker. I don't know. Like I've done that for so long, and like I do consider myself one. Like, yeah, I took a few years off and was a YouTuber and cool, but like I was doing nudity on Patreon, and I just love this new era of it where you can like really take ownership of like what you put out when you work, all that stuff. I think it's really empowering more than ever. I didn't like it so much when I was younger, but I don't know, people are just, I don't know. Because people think I like don't have to work. I always say that. I'm like, I don't know, I just, you know, that's what I do. That's what I choose to do, and it's a really good job, and like I like it, and I love to do this. I'm fortunate that I get to do YouTube. I'm fortunate that I get to do TikTok. I'm fortunate that I get to do everything. So anyways, I don't know about that, but you know, that's my days. It's very, very simple. And again, everything changes when I have a baby. So I'm kind of just doing everything right now, and I'm loving. So I asked y'all on Instagram to ask me a question. There's me. Ask me anything. And so let's see what y'all say. I haven't done these in so long. So Q&A time. Actually, no, I should use this little thing. I usually use it when I'm watching TikToks, but look at that. Okay, cute. All right. So funny. Okay. So how's your pregnancy going so far? Really good. I've had like the smoothest pregnancy, I feel, of anybody. Like, I really can't complain. Like, I have heartburn. That's it. And like, it really comes and goes now. It's like not as bad because I'm laying off the spicy food. So like, honestly, I've just had like the easiest pregnancy. I feel my little baby move and it's kind of just like cute. And yeah, I'm 29 weeks. So I hopefully it keeps going smooth. I know everyone said the third trimester is a doozy, but so far so good. Thanks for asking. That was baby G Bray. Bree. Let's see. What are you most nervous about being a mom? I have 2 daughters. If you ever need help, that's from Kaylee. Sorry, I haven't really filtered any of these. You know, I think the fears of being a mom, like, it's just like kind of normal. Like, I'm assuming for any new parent, it's just like, you know, I don't want to mess her up. You know what I mean? I just want to make a really great functioning human. And obviously, like, parents are human, kids are human. Like, you know, nobody's perfect, but you just protecting her. That's my, and I don't really like fears in general because I feel like fears manifest themselves, but you know, I just want to protect her. And I feel like that's my biggest concern is protecting her. I wish I could protect like every child in the world from the evils of this world, but yeah, that's that. You know, other than that, I really am confident in myself as a mother, even if, you know, some of the internet's not, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares what the internet thinks? But a lot of people are really nice and say, oh, you're gonna be a really great mom. And I know, like, in my heart, I know I will. Like, I've always just felt like I needed to be a mom and to just love and nurture something and just create like a better world by creating a better person. You know, I think we can all create better people. And I think that's the goal, right? Is the next generation to be better than us. And I think generations have improved. Obviously, we've seen that. So I want to create something beautiful. I want to put something positive in this world. And yeah, I don't know. I just always felt the need to create life. I don't know. Not everyone feels that way. I totally get it. But I've always felt that way. So I don't have too many fears. But that's, you know, but yeah, especially having a girl, you know, I think it's a little different. I talked about this on my vlog channel. I think it's a little bit different because I grew up a young girl and I just know how scary, vulnerable, how many predators are out there. And I really do think my parents did their best, right? But like to protect me, but you know, sometimes it just, you can't always protect. So that's my biggest thing, you know, and maybe I'll be a little too overprotective. So maybe just trying to find that balance, right? Cause I'm like, I don't know. Let's see here. Baby name, we're not announcing it yet. Favorite part about being pregnant, honestly, just feeling relaxed, honestly. I was, like I said, I always felt guilty about if I slept too much, obviously the eating, this is the first time I've ever felt what I think a normal person feels like with food. Like I just eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full. And that's like never happened to me. And I've always like worried about like, okay, what's my next meal? Like, am I dieting today? Am I keto today? And it's like for this, I just want the nutrients and my body has really told me what it wants. So if it wants more calcium, I'm drinking more milk, having more cereal, doing Greek yogurts. If it needs more iron, I've been like really bad with meat, but obviously I take an iron supplement, but if it needs more greens, if it needs more, like whatever it needs, it kind of just tells me and my body feels so good because of it. And like and it's weird because like, again, I don't crave like fast food or anything like that. It's very bizarre. So my body is just like regulating and telling me what it needs when it's full. I've been cooking so much. Tonight we're making like a chicken stir fry. Yesterday we made like hummus. Like it feels just good to just kind of eat and I don't know, not crave processed foods and kind of just eat when I'm hungry and not have to worry about if I'm on a diet today, am I fasting today? And overall just not feeling guilt about like relaxing. And I feel like everyone should just feel this way even if they're not pregnant. Like, you should take time for yourself. You should take days off, self-care, rest if you need it. So I think that's been the best part. And then obviously just getting to feel my daughter inside me is such a cool feeling. It's like literally like such a connection that like it's the best gift I've like ever been given is to like have my daughter like connected to me and our bloodstreams and our heartbeats together. And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. How has stress been for your pregnancy? Honestly, I haven't been stressed. I meditate, I wouldn't say every morning. I try to, just even for like 10 minutes, I just sit, like right after I go to the bathroom in the morning, before I check my phone, I go in actually to my daughter's room, because I was to medicate before, it was like a guest room, and I just sit with my, like, no thoughts, just a clear head, and it's so amazing. Like, it really does, like, balance and center me. Like, anything that comes at me after that, whether it's on my phone or social media or wherever it is, everything is fine, and like answers just come to you throughout the day, throughout the weeks, because you're like connected. It's really, really cool. I started with mindfulness in my group therapy classes for borderline, and mindfulness is great, but mindfulness is really kind of meditation, and it's kind of breathing exercises, and it's stuff that science and, you know, like science, therapy, all that stuff, and faith can all like align with. Like, there's this common ground there, and it's really cool. So I actually have not been stressed at all, which has been another amazing part of pregnancy, because usually I'm always stressed. So how old were you when you met Moses? I was 31. I think he was 41, I think. 42. I was 31, I think he was 42. And yeah, now I'm 34 and he is going to be 45, and we have a baby on the way, and it's very exciting. Who do you think baby girl is going to look like more? There's a lot of pregnancies. It's going to be a pregnancy Q&A. I want to say I want a little girl to look just like me, but everyone's been saying the first girl always looks like her dad, and honestly, like, I think she would be absolutely beautiful if she looked like my husband. Obviously, my husband has very like soft feminine features anyways, and I just think she will look so beautiful. And all the women in his family are so beautiful, so I like have every confidence that she would be gorge. Again, I think in the perfect world is like a mix, right? Like, I would like to see a little bit of me in there, but I feel I get to carry her for 9 months. That's the best connection ever. And I think they say a lot of times like the first daughter looks like the dad, so the dad has like a connection to the baby right away. I don't know, that's just like something I've heard. So I would be happy either way. But I have a feeling it might look more like Moses, actually. My doctor tried to be like, oh, she looks like you in the ultrasound, but I think she might look like Moses. So, a lot of baby name stuff. How do you prepare for parenthood? Honestly, I just started reading books. There's 2 books I can show you guys that I got from Amazon. The Mayo Clinic books, I think they're by. You know what, I just ordered. I don't know if I have my Amazon. I don't want to waste like time or anything, but I just ordered it yesterday at Amazon. Let's see, because I ordered 2 books yesterday, but I have 2 books too that I ordered. One's by the Mayo Clinic, and I just can't think of the names. I don't know what I searched, like new parents or something. It's not coming up. Okay, I'll have to look. Let me just do a quick search. It came up now. See my trash real quick. Why does it not come up? My emails are like, I literally get so many freaking emails. Okay, so the 2 books that I have that I'm currently reading is The Simplest Baby Book in the World. It's like this yellow book. And then I also have the Mayo Clinic Guide to Your Baby's First Year. Those are ones I just randomly found. They have like parenting classes like online via our hospital, but like, I don't know. We're gonna do infant CPR classes in person. I kind of wanted to go in person and do parenting classes, but honestly, these books like have so much information, like honestly so much, and it's actually kind of be overwhelming. So for me, I think it's very like instinctual. Everyone I've talked to has literally been like, it's just been instinctual. Like, ask people if they take parenting classes or books, you know, because like a lot of people online suggest that, my doctor suggests that, so I'm gonna do it obviously. And I love to read anyway, so I kind of do that with my meditation, do my gratitude, and then I read a little bit in the baby book and stuff like that. So I'm kind of just prepared. But how does anyone prepare for parenthood, really, right? Like, it really is learn on the job. Like, that's what my doctor had said. Like, it's kind of like learn on the job kind of thing. And I feel, you know, obviously knowing the basics and stuff like that, like, I've had a lot of great help from people in my life that have babies and stuff, like what, you know, must-haves, what you need. But the parenting books really do help a lot. And I feel like that. With birth, I'm not even doing like birth classes or anything. I'm just like, I'm just... whatever comes, you know what I mean? But parenthood, I'm trying to be a little more prepared. But again, I don't know if anyone's truly prepared for it, right? Current TV show, we've been watching Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. We just finished Lost, so we went from The Dropout to Lost to Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. What do all those have in common? Naveen Andrews. I'm obsessed with him right now. I feel like we pretty much watched his whole library of work. Like I watched The English Patient. I watched the movie with Diana, Princess Diana that he did. I've watched, he was in the Ten Commandments movie, like that was on Made for TV. I watched The Dropout, Lost, and Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. I think he's on this one called like Sense8 on Netflix, so I might watch that. I'm just really into him at the moment. But Once Upon a Time in Wonderland is actually really good. It started off kind of slow, and I think it only had one season, but it's actually so good. He plays Jafar in it. And I love the Queen of Hearts in it. I think she's like she has like these big like lip injections, which you never see on TV. I think she's so beautiful. And they're all really good. The Knave of Hearts, it's a really good cast. And yeah, that's what we're watching right now. But definitely give us suggestions and then we watched The Kardashians on Hulu, but that was so quick. I felt like there was like 6 episodes and it was done. But yeah. Song on repeat. I've been listening to the Tick Tick Boom cast recording. I'm obsessed with Tick Tick Boom. And for some reason when I'm in my car, I drive very short distance. I go like literally 5 minutes to my mom's house and back. But it's always like the same song, which is like there in the 90s, bang it dead, what can you do? Stop the clock, take time out, got to refocus before you lose the that one, and like this is the life, this is the life, Bohemia, wah wah wah. That one, and then of course the I was wrong to say, you were wrong to say, I was wrong about you being wrong when you rang to sing the ring was the wrong thing to bring when I said rings for me. I'm not mad that you got mad that I got mad when you said I should go drop dead. If I were you and I done what I done, I'd do what I did when you gave me the ring. I said what I said. It's like I love it. It's Vanessa Hudgens and Andrew Garfield, and yeah, it's kind of an old movie. Well, not old, came out last year, but I love it. I have like really bad playlists. Like my playlists are, it's like Iliad, who's a Hebrew singer, so it's like Yeshiam lit it. It's like that. It has like any cast recordings from Broadway, and that's pretty much it. Skincare routine right now, I just use a bar of soap. True story, I just use a bar of soap. Do you still have beef with people? I don't. I have let everything go. I really do feel like even in my most toxic era, like apologies are my strong point, and I don't care what anyone says, because like I really like had to stop reading comments because everyone was like, oh my god, I always see like, oh, she needs to apologize. It's like I've apologized so many times for so many things, and so many things that I didn't even do wrong. Like trust me, I did a lot wrong, but even things that I was not in the wrong, I would apologize to try and make it better. So I've apologized so much. And I think that's like good, right, to do, but at some point too, you have to just like forgive yourself and move on, because like you know what, if you apologize and people don't forgive you, like there's nothing else you can do but just move on. And people sometimes don't want you to move on. They'll be like, you have to apologize. It's like, I did, but if someone doesn't accept it, like you just have to keep moving. What are you supposed to just stop? Like I really don't understand sometimes, like people just want you to like stop living your life because like they're still upset with you. Like I said, all I can do is change and grow for myself. You see it or you don't see it, it's totally on you. I did a TikTok today where people like, I feel really don't want me to be better or change. And I think that's for most people. Like people always want to hold people accountable, so they change and get better, but then they're changing it better and they're like, no, you're still that person. You're still in that, and that's fine. Like that's on them if they want to hang on to it. I don't expect anyone to just like, forgive me, love me, you know, like I get it. You like hurt someone and it's like hurt forever, but just expect someone to like, I don't know, I literally don't know what they expect me, like to stop living, get off the internet. I'm not really sure, but either way, I just try and be better for truly myself and my husband, and now it's my daughter. So you know, and as far as beef with people, absolutely not on my end. Like, you know, I really, really wish everyone else the best, because like it's such a mental drain for me to have breakdowns. Like I know people want me to have breakdowns and reactions and they poke me and stuff, and they're like waiting for that. They're like, oh, Trish gonna make videos, and it's like I haven't done that in so long, because for nothing else, just selfishly for me, it's so physically draining. I would get physically sick after breakdowns, after meltdowns. I would go in my head and it would hurt. I would hyperventilate. I couldn't breathe. Those are like, it's the worst physical place you can put yourself. And ultimately, I don't think anyone that I was beefing with really cared, right? They're just going about their lives. But because I was so isolated, you know, when I was single and all stuff like that, it's just like, I was just so in my own head, and it was torture. Like every morning, every night, I'd hyperventilate, had panic attacks. What's they saying? What are they doing? Oh my God, this is the end. My career's done. This is gonna go. Like all this stuff. It's just so not healthy for anyone. So for now, I mean, I haven't had anyone like do me wrong in a while, and you know, which is because I keep to myself, I think, for the most part. But even when I feel slighted, or when I feel like, oh, this would be a time to, you know, say something, I gotta say something, I gotta stick up for myself, or whatever the case is, it's just not worth the energy and the torment that it causes me. Do you know what I mean? I saw there was some videos and just like crazy stuff. People literally just make up things, and it's fine. I guess they want you for views or drama, and that's, again, it's fine. But like, I can't even respond. People are like, oh, how come you haven't said anything about this, and this? And it's like, you know, what am I gonna respond? Like if I responded to every single thing that was out there about me, like that has zero truth, like I would have no life. I would just be responding all day. And again, it's just draining on me, and it drains my energy. So why not focus my energy on something else? You know what I mean? I don't even know how I did it. I don't know how I used to respond to so many people and try and defend myself. Because honestly, at the end of the day, it just leaves you blue in the face, out of breath, and drained. And it's just not a good place to be. So again, I get why people engage in drama and views and back and forth. And I get why people feel the need to defend themselves. I get all of that. But for me, it's easier to just let people think whatever they want to think. Truth usually comes out, right, with things, and obviously if something's made up, like it's just obvious it's made up and stuff. So again, it just, I don't know, I'm really just living a very content life, just being with my husband, preparing for birth, nesting in our home, going for walks, trying to be healthy, like, you know, just that's it. And practicing on my practicing my mental health, like, what do you call it? Exercises and stuff. So yeah, no beef here. And yeah, and I always think too, like, you know, there's people that you don't like, there's people in your past, if you've had issues with, you don't necessarily need to like be the best friends with them to like move forward. You just forgive, and hopefully they forgive you or whatever, and forgive themselves or whatever it is, and you guys just move on. I think there's lessons in life, right? And obviously there'll be falling out, but even if you have beef with someone, I don't think you need to be like best friends with that person to be like, you know what, we're healed from it, you know, just move on, live your lives. Let's see here. Are you scared of birth pains? I'm not. Again, I'm really not. Like sometimes when you think about it, it kind of freaks you out, but for the most part, no. I feel like I've watched so many birth vlogs, and there's so many strong, powerful women that just kind of like feed up and push through, literally. And I feel like I have hope. I've seen so many amazing, strong people just go through it, and they're just like, and like give birth. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for it. It's a blessing to me. Are you proud of how far you have come along in your cooking? Yes, I love cooking so much. I feel like that's the fate of this channel. It's gonna be cooking until probably baby comes. I love it. Like that's all I want to do is cook. We cooked, like I said, we cooked falafel and hummus last night, and having stir fried. I love to try new recipes. It's so much fun. I am kind of basic. I just like chicken and pastas, but we're branching out. We're trying to branch out, and yeah, I can't even believe it. I feel like I have come a long way. Who from your past YouTube friends do you miss the most? Sorry, I'm like out of breath again. You know, you miss, for me, I do miss all of them. Like there's nostalgia moments where you're just like, that was like a really fun time in my life. Like I do think I was lucky to have some really good friends, and I do think friendships can be genuine and last for a time period, and they're not meant to last forever. So I do value every friendship I've had on YouTube for the time that we had them. And, you know, if there was a falling out, you know, I always feel bad because I know I was unhappy for most of my friendships. I was usually single, and if I wasn't single, I was in toxic relationships that weren't giving me like what I needed or wanted, or I didn't feel reciprocated love back. So I think I was always just really angry and bitter, and maybe a little jealous of other people and stuff like that. And so I wasn't able to fully be a good friend. So, you know, I value all of them. Yeah, I don't know. I would say all of them. Like anyone that I've had a significant relationship with, it was a good time, like I said, for the period. And again, if the friendship ended because of my toxicity and stuff, you know, I feel awful for it. Like I said, I've apologized to people I needed to apologize for, and then sometimes it's not appropriate, right, to apologize. Like if someone cuts you out of their life, which has been multiple people with me. You know, sometimes too, you like I've apologized to people and they've not accepted it. And then there's some people you just don't want to reach out to because they set a boundary, they didn't want you in their life, and so you can't. So for me, I'm always open to like make amends and stuff like that and just like give peace of mind to everybody. But at the end of the day, I just feel like I loved every friendship, and I wasn't friends with people, like I said, like I never was friends out of like clout or, you know, anything like that. You know, I always felt kind of like I had special friendships in that way, that it was always a true friendship and it wasn't like a filming friendship or something. Not that there's anything wrong with that either, but yeah, I always felt like I had pretty genuine friendships. And again, I think they're supposed to last for seasons or whatever, and maybe not a lifetime thing. I think those are totally normal friendships too. When's your due date? September. Do you want another baby in the future? If so, how soon after baby girl? I really do. We just really want a sibling. Obviously we want 2 kids, but like it's so great to grow up with a sibling. I know people who have only children and stuff like that, or they were the only child and they totally didn't mind it. But I think, yeah, I always saw myself having 3. And I honestly don't even care, like, ideally I would like to have it sooner rather than later, another baby sooner rather than later, because I'll be 34 when I deliver. And if I got pregnant again, like let's say 3 months, they say you should start trying at 4 months, you could start trying, you know, I'll be 35, 36 to deliver the next one. And they do get risk and complications as you get older. So if I want 3, it's kind of like back to back. So maybe we wait 6 months to try and get pregnant. Maybe we try as soon as we're, you know, get the green light. I don't know. I might need to do a Tums break because I have Tums heartburn, but yeah. Yeah, but we had, like, it was really, once we got that test done to get pregnant this time, like, I feel like they say it's easier to get pregnant on the second one. But like I said, if we don't get pregnant in the few months after trying, then we'll probably just do that test again because it really did work. Again, God willing, we have another baby. You know, I'm very happy with this beautiful one we were blessed with. So, we have a theme for the nursery, a lot of those. How many kids? 3. Scared of labor. I answered that one. A lot of that. Are you planning on breastfeeding? I'm going to definitely try. I want to. I feel like I've been like blessed even before this. I like genetically, I always had, you know, nice glands up there. So I want to try. I know not everybody can, and it's like difficult. And obviously with the formula shortage, and I know it's like better for the baby. So I definitely want to try. But yeah, we'll see. And let me just get one more. Something surprised you about pregnancy? I just thought pregnancy would be a lot, I don't know. I thought the being pregnant part would be a lot more difficult, but like I said, it's actually been just kind of chill for me. And again, I know I'm very fortunate to say that. But yeah, I was like preparing to be like sick and like miserable like all the time, but I've been lucky with this one. A lot of people ask me about, are you still going to do OF when your daughter is old enough to see what you do for money? And again, I mean, that's a bad one to end on, but I'm just gonna say this, like, again, I'm raising my daughter with an open mind, like what I did before or what I do for money. You know, it's like, I don't want her to judge anybody's based on their job. So I know she's not gonna judge me based on mine. I think that'll be like way down the line. And I don't see myself doing this work forever, because also just like with the way I feel, the way who knows, even after my daughter's born, maybe I will change my mind completely. I'm not sure, but like, I know I take everything year to year. But no matter what, I don't want her to judge anyone if like there's someone that's doing that work and stuff like that. Like, so I really do want to raise her with an open mind and to not be that person, and she won't be that person. So what's something you're excited to share with your daughter? Just love and family and life lessons, connections, talents, communications. There's just so much I want to like teach her and watch her grow and nurture and develop. I think it's just so I still can't even believe, I still cannot believe that I'm pregnant sometimes. When I see people being like, she's taking pregnancy, I can't believe she's pregnant. And you know what? Sometimes I can't even believe it because it just feels so surreal. It feels like something I've been talking about literally since I was like 24, 23 on the internet. I remember doing baby names at 23. Like, I've been talking about this for so long. I just wanted a baby. And you know what? I just wanted a baby so bad, and I just didn't think it was ever gonna happen. And I kept like wishing, but I didn't believe it. And it wasn't until I could visualize myself being a mom that like it happened. Like I really was like, I'm not gonna worry about like what the doctors say or, you know, all that stuff like that. I'm like, you know, we obviously do the like steps we need to take, but so long people were like, you just can't get pregnant. So I'd always tell people, I can't get pregnant, it doesn't matter, because like, and it was true. So the minute I just started believing like I can get pregnant, I do want this. And I think the magic touch was having a partner that wanted it. Again, you know, people get pregnant like the first time or the one night stand or the oopses. And so like, I think it's different for everyone. But for me, I think having a partner that actually wanted a baby with me, I think before there was guys like, well, if it happens, it happens. Like they would know the circumstance, obviously, like, you know, if I wasn't on birth control and stuff, which I really wasn't. And I would tell people that, but I'd be like, it's really hard for me to get pregnant. I think they'd be like, oh, if it happens, it happens. Or maybe they just didn't care. Or maybe they just thought like, I'll never get pregnant. Because I'd always say, I have a uterus, I could get pregnant. It's really hard for me, blah, blah, blah. So I think having a partner that not like really wanted it, really tried, and also went to like get fertility treatments with me. We did the HSG test, which is really just a test that clears out your tube. There was no, they didn't make an embryo or anything. That was all like natural, I guess you could say. But yeah, they just cleared out my tubes, and then we had, you know, sexy time like that week because it was the week of my ovulation, and got pregnant. So but he went to that doctor's appointment with me, and I think he just wanted it as much as me, you know, getting his stuff tested and getting my stuff tested. And I think just both of us wanting it was the difference than any other time I like thought I could get pregnant or whatever. I think it was just never the right timing, the right person. And I think that does make a big difference. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for me. I hope you, sorry, I just do ASMR this morning. So I'm like, I have an ASMR channel. Check it out, youtube.com/ASMR. I post vlogs on my vlog channel. It's Pay This Back My Family channel. And yeah, and I think I'm gonna try and do a podcast, but I don't know when that's coming. So maybe in the next couple weeks. I would just say subscribe to my Trish Talks channel. It used to be the Dish with Trish podcast. If you're subscribed there, that's where the new podcast is going. So if you want to see changes, it should be there. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the questions. This really just turned into a pregnancy Q&A, and I ain't mad about it. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.